Welcome back, all you bad kids, to another timeout review. Today we'll be going over Hot Toys 1/6 scale collectible figure of Thor in his light Asgardian armor from Marvel's Thor: The Dark World. Please stay tuned at the end of the video for a heads up on my huge giveaway, along with how to obtain some of these fantastic collectibles. So here we have the outer box. It is supposed to look like Thor's hammer. Up top it says MMS 225 collectible figure. The box is silver trimmed in gold. In the center we have a circle with some Asgardian lettering, along with Thor, the light Asgardian armor version, trimmed in gold. It looks nice. It is what it is. Even the gold trim has some little darker decals. Down at the bottom, Marvel Thor: The Dark World, the Hot Toys logo, and the movie Masterpiece logo. Scrolling over to the side, the continued silver effect. Nothing too much going on here, guys, but there is a center cut line with Thor in black written along. We also have the MMS 225 and the light Asgardian armor version printed beneath Thor. So yeah, not too much on the sides. Moving on to the back of the box, however, we have a great image of Chris Hemsworth playing Thor from the movie itself. Thor stamped, printed bold in white, along with the warning and the choking hazard: please do not choke on Thor's hammer. Along with some other warnings, some other lettering in Japanese, the Hot Toys Limited logo, the Secret Base logo, the Marvel logo, and a couple other logos and companies who have and were involved in creating this figure. Moving on to the other side, it's just a mirrored image of the previous side, the cut line, Thor, MMS, light Asgardian armor printed. So once we actually take the top off, we then reveal that underneath the cover is a plastic protector that holds the black shawl. Once we remove that, we see a cardboard cutout sleeve that says Hot Toys Presents with a silver background and a picture of Thor, cut then white in black, written cast crew, who we need to thank for bringing us this figure. Once we remove the cardboard sleeve, I don't know why I'm having brain farts all day today, guys. We come to the plastic container, which holds the figure, the hammer, the extra hands, and the 2 extra clasps, along with something I will point out in a little later on in the video. Here we have the second containing plastic container underneath the first one, which holds the base, the dynamic stand, and the body clasp. Alright, moving on to the accessories. It comes with 2 fisted hands, good molds, good paints. Nothing too out of the ordinary here, guys. You've all come to expect these 2 fisted hands. Then he has 2 gripping hands. In my opinion, the mold, the paint's fine, but the grip itself, I think they could have made it a little bit tighter, because the weight of the hammer itself makes it a little bit jiggly in Thor's hand, especially if you have it posed upward. He comes with 2 relaxed palms, a left and a right, same great detail, same great paint, nothing too different going on here. Excuse me. Then he has 2 relaxed palms, or open palms. I kind of switched them up, guys, sorry. Same great paint, same great detail. You can see the little veins on the top of the hand, the wrinkles on the knuckles, and the imperfections underneath the palm. Here's the hammer. It is made out of die-cast metal, or at least trimmed in die-cast metal. It has a leather hoop strap at the bottom of the base, good etched out detail on all the silver die-cast parts, along with the trim on the shaft of the handle, the little end detail on the base part of the handle. It has some etched detail on top of the hammer, along with the 4 sides of the left and the right side of the hammer. It has some weight, like I mentioned earlier, so you're going to want to be careful not to hit somebody over the head with it. He comes with 2 little plastic clasps or pins that I guess are spares for putting on the shawl. I'll explain why I think they're spares. Then he comes with his black shawl. It's nicely made. It's made out of that fake pleathery kind of material. It does have a couple extra bands along with some gold rivets on top on the left and right of the collar section, and on the seam part surrounding the actual entire shawl itself, it has this kind of silvery grayish studded look going on, or seam trim look. I don't know if it's actually sewn in seamed, but it gets the effect going, I guess. All in all, it's well made, I guess. This is one of the reasons why everybody got the light Asgardian armor version. The base itself, it's very well done. It's got the nice little silver label on the front, Marvel Thor, light Asgardian. And then the base mold itself is phenomenal. It looks like somebody or Thor just jumped down, hit his hammer, and broke up the concrete. It's very well painted. The mold looks good to me. not complaining at all. Then he has his dynamic base stand, which is awesome. I'm so glad they incorporated this in with the figure because, let's face it, these things, they can add up. 25 to 45, 60 bucks a piece. Those things can freaking add up. Alright, so here's the figure close-up. Let you guys look at it. I have a huge problem with the mouth. He looks like the village idiot. But, other than that, I think the hair is too dark. But it does have some gold and blonde highlights in it. The mold is great. I'm not taking anything against the mold. The upper part of the face is good. The eyes, the nose, even the stubble around for his beard looks good. But I'm not a fan of the color of the hair and the mouth. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I'd like to know what everyone else is thinking as well. As for the chest armor and the cape, the chest armor is very well done. It looks very intricate with pieces layered upon layered. Golds, blacks, and some blues going on. His chest even has a molded, hairy kind of look going on. Let me know what you guys think, for those of you who have it. As you can see, the cape is pleated. The tailoring done on the cape is fantastic. Top notch, but then again, a lot of Hot Toys' tailors do phenomenal work. His arms are covered in the seamless rubber, so be careful when posing. I'll get into that. As for the lower part of the chest armor and his gauntlets, they have some reds, some blacks, and some golds. I'm not sure if they're 100% movie accurate. Please comment below and let me know if they are. I haven't studied the film compared to the figure yet. Moving down, he actually has some cloth blue material going on now, along with his groin flap. He's got some silver stuff on the side of his legs that are covered in black fishnet, along with a black leather strap. I thought that was a nice little accent. Then he's got a different style material for the kneecap area part of the pants. The molded shin guard, which is black, gold trim pieces and some gold little rivets. The shoes are nicely molded as well. Once again, I'm not sure if it's 100% movie accurate. If you do know, please comment and let me know. On the back side of the calf, part of the leg, there's some more of that silver trim with the black fishnet covering. Now, moving on to the cape. As you can see, or I hope you can see, the bottom part of the cape is darker than the top. I like how they added this little extra feature to make it look like it's actually been dragged through or across ground, concrete, mud, dirt, whatever you want to call it. But I'm glad they didn't give us this pristine Thor like he's never touched anything, because we all know Thor likes to get dirty. So, all in all, very nice figure. There's a couple problems in my opinion, but it could just be me. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree so I know if I should keep or shut my mouth on the topic. As for the articulation, the hair and head sculpt and hair sculpt get in the way. You don't want to stress out and tilt and twist and turn the head so much that you're going to be rubbing the hair sculpt or damaging the cape, so be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, random and familiar motions are available. As for the arm, you get a good up and down motion. You could go 360, but the bicep part of the arm begins to hit the shoulder armor, and vice versa when you go from the underneath way to do a 360. The tricep starts hitting the armor. Good little in and out, up and down motion with the shoulder joint, no big problems there. Great bend at the elbow, but ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned earlier, rubber skin. Don't want to have it posed in an extreme position for too long of a period of time, or you run the risk of damaging the skin, cracking, breaking, all that bad stuff. As for the abdomen, not too much going on here, guys. No ab crunch, no real twisty turny at the waist. I don't know not sure what they were thinking there, but yeah, nothing really going on. As for the shoulder, it does kind of have that ratcheting hinge joint, kind of like some of the Iron Man figures did have. So, moving down to the pants, as you can kind of imagine, the pants do hinder some of the motion. Don't expect Thor to be doing any splits anytime soon. If you haunch the pants up, you may be able to get a couple little centimeters more of separation, but for the most part, the pants and the crotch area kind of tighten up and begin to be a problem. Unless you have him being one of those kicking dancers, Thor does have some good range of motion with lifting the legs straight up, but not too much. As for the bend in the knee, it is double jointed or bends at 2 points. No problems whatsoever. Great bend on the knees. Moving down to the feet, no real problems. great up and down. It's on a ball joint, get left and right, tilt side to side. The calf armor is adjustable, so if it is getting in your way, you can just slide it up for a quick period of time, pose your foot, slide the armor back down. So, for all in all, I think you guys shouldn't have a problem posing your Thor in any position that you guys are trying to get him into. Alright guys, here's where I kind of screwed up. I initially tried taking off the cape to put on this black shawl to see what it looked like. As you can see, they are two little gold pins that clasp into these two little holes. I tried putting a whole bunch of force, and by the time I actually got it out, there was a huge snap, and I thought I immediately broke it. But luckily I didn't. The little things are kind of sturdy. But then I was like, this can't be the right way, so I then looked, found in the directions that there are two extra ones, which are shown here that I've already installed, and a little tool to use. So use the tool, don't do it by hand, run the risk of breaking them. Even though there are extras, you don't want to break it just because it may decrease its value. Otherwise, here's what it looks like when I got it all done with the black shawl. In my opinion, nothing to write home about. It kind of takes away the goodness of the figure, the colors, the details. It makes it kind of plain looking. Here's what Thor looks like with it in his dynamic base. I thought I'd give you guys a quick little image of him kind of flying around holding his hammer, just to kind of see what all the fuss was about. I'm loving the stand, tell you the truth. The stand's probably one of my favorite things about the figure, but it's a topic for another day. Excuse me. So that should wrap it up for Hot Toys 1/6 scale collectible figure of Thor, light Asgardian armor version from Marvel's Thor: The Dark World. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me some comments below and let me know what you think of the figure, what you do and don't like. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, get in the running for my huge 1,000 subscriber giveaway. You won't want to miss out. And for all my collectible needs, statues, busts, marquettes, I go to SideshowToys.com. For all my 1/6 scale collectible figures, I go to Alter Ego Comics. And for Big Bad Toy Store, G.I. Joes to Batman and everything in between.